What's up, everybody? Check this out. I just passed this cop named Salazar there. He's that back cop car. When I drove by, we looked at each other, and so he seen me in this car. We're driving down the road, and here he comes up behind us. Me and this cop have a little history together. He's going to be pulling up next to us here in a minute and pass us on by, and he looks over at me again. And then a couple hours later, we're driving down the road, and watch over here to the right. We're getting right past Starbucks right here. There's some cops hiding over there in the dark. That's Salazar in the front. He already seen what I was driving, so he comes after us. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna make up some probable cause, some reasonable articulated suspicion? I don't know. What do you guys think? Here he comes. There's at least 2 or 3 cop cars in this pack. He's following us. He's following us. He's following us. When you're in this type of situation, you just, and that once we realize, hey, these cops pulled out right behind us. What the heck? The key is to not give them any reason to pull you over. So we, basically lock it on cruise control. Here we're going to turn into this parking lot area and, see if they follow us or what. And they're following. Here they come. That far cop crosses over the line. Usually intersections have a solid white line that you're not supposed to cross over. It's like, oh, are you stalking us or what? I don't know. See how long these cops follow us for. They want something. They must think we're there's one of them. Let's see where that other one went. I think they want a piece of Chuck Bronson. If you see my other videos in the Baitcar, what we do is we drive around, follow all laws, make sure to, go out of our way, not to commit any crimes, infractions, no ordinance violations. We don't give them any reason at all. So there's one of them back there circling back to the left. He's going to be turning around and coming out here just shortly. And the other one's on down, about a block down at the next entrance, and he's pulling out. So right now they're both pulling out almost at the same time. There's one all the way down that just pulled out, and then, of course, this one right here. This is what cops do to people. There's another one there, too. So now we got 3 of them there. So now we got 3 cops following us. For I don't know why. We're not suspected of committing crimes. We're not being suspicious. We're not doing anything. We're in just a plain old, average SUV. Nothing fancy. Nothing old and junky either. Which is typically primary targets. So we're cruising, we're cruising, we're cruising, we're cruising. Let's speed this up just for a minute. We're going to fast forward this up real quick.
I think there's at least 2 in it.
You want to just try consensual here?
I'll be just south of it in case it leaves.
So now we got Salazar straight over in the parking lot. We got this Officer Surveys over here just going to the right. We're just like, if you're going to pull us over, come get us. You know, why are you following us like this? This is crazy.
They're pulling right back out onto the roadway. They're just trying to avoid contact. They're going to go north on Earl.
Actually, we were pulling over to see if you were interested in a consensual conversation or something, instead of just following us like weirdos. You know, and at this time, during this time, this cop knows it's me, and he's been trying for a long time to stop me from recording him, because I made many videos of him just mistreating people. It's ridiculous.
They're almost to Union. They're going to end up going west on Union, 417.
So this cop and one of his buddies, they he tries to get a restraining order against me to stop me from recording him, and they go to court and they lie under oath.
Left.
What's up, everybody? I'm being stalked and followed by Salazar. He's got a protection order against me, and he's been stalking me and following me, and he's doing it right now. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Appreciate it.
35.
See him right behind. So he goes to court, and him and this other cop, they go and they lie under oath, and they say that I was live streaming, driving around one day, and I was in a small town outside of Lafayette, Indiana, which is where this is, and I happened to go to Shannon Hoon's graveyard. He was with Blind Melon, a music group back in the day, and I was live and driving down this road, and I'm like, oh, Lafayette cop must live here or something, because there was a cop car parked out in front of this house. But they went into court and said, oh, that I said, this is where Salazar lives, and we ought to go do something or something. I don't know. I can't remember. But, yeah, basically made up some crap to get a protection order. And normally you're required to have, 3 or more things to get a protection order, and they just got away with it. The judge was just as dirty as these cops. Here they are, still following us. This is crazy. You guys ever seen anything like this? Still following, still following, still following. Hang in there, people, because this is going to get really good. This is just the beginning. But I just thought it was important to show you guys how long these cops follow us. And one of them's pulled up next to us right now and can see me. And he knows it's me. I think it was the service cop, if I remember right. Pulls up next. We look eye to eye. He knows it's me in the car. So these cops act like, in the police report they didn't know it was me and blah, blah, blah. Like straight lying. And it's crazy, man. These departments will just cover up anything and everything. Still following. And of course, we're not going to give them a reason to pull us over, no matter what. Doesn't matter how long it takes, we'll pull over and just stop and park and sit for 2 hours. There's another one off to the right waiting to join in the fun.
417.
I mean, this is, this is considered gang stalking at this point.
If they just want to keep updated with what we're doing, we're currently at 9th and Union southbound.
So
8412.
there, they just announced.
Should be coming your way. It's gonna be an older model, like early 90s, blue car,
This is a different call.
boxy style.
But there, what they were just talking about before that was right at this point, they've already called in for a canine unit to come join in from a different city because they didn't have one available. So from West Lafayette, the next town over, they're having a canine unit come to us to get involved in this, to run the dog on the car. And we haven't did anything. They don't even have a legal reason to pull us over, and they've already got a canine coming from a different city. Still following. There goes Salazar off to the right. You'll see he's given our location each time we turn. But you'll see these cops, they'll switch back and forth. I don't know if they think it somehow protects them, because they're all together. They're all doing this together, and it's obvious. You can watch it and hear it and listen to it all. But they switch up on who's behind us, to help prevent them from, getting like stalking charges or, that kind of thing. Still following. So now there's basically, I think, 3 behind us still at this point. These cops are going to be pulling us over here just shortly on this street that we're on right now. But we're gonna drive around for a minute and come back and hit this street again, and that's when they pull us over, right here at that exact location. But like I said, we're using turn signals, we're stopping, we're, in Indiana.
Signal to go west on Main.
In Indiana, at this time, you're required to use your turn signal 200 feet before you turn or change lanes. After this stop and one of my other stops, they've changed the statute.
Once WL gets near downtown, just have them let us know and we'll try to get a stop then.
They said once the K9 is near downtown, because that's where I'm at right now, that they'll try to get a stop then. It's like, what do you mean you're going to try to get a stop? You've been trying to get a stop this whole time, but we're not giving you any legal reason to pull us over. Isn't that crazy? This is what they do to, like, everybody. I mean, it's ridiculous. This is why you got to record. You got to have cameras.
We're heading west towards downtown, passing 9.
Absolutely crazy, people. Stick with me. I promise it's going to get better.
You said you already have PC for when we need to make it.
Six, 784. It's going to be a bad stop. We stopped him yesterday.
Did you return for RO?
So
Yeah, it was going to be the Ashley guy that you guys stopped at Meyer.
Southbound towards HQ.
So another group of cops are following another car, and then you just heard him say this is going to be a bad stop. It's the same car we just pulled over last night out by Meyer.
Turning into the HQ parking lot.
Yeah, he just said, I'm turning into the HQ parking lot. So I'm in the police. That's the police department right there.
Circle's about to go back out onto Columbia.
I even pull into their parking lot. It's like, come on, if you're going to pull us over already. So we pull into the PD. And they still just wouldn't do anything. It's like, what are you doing? You guys are lunatics.
It's going back northbound on 6th. Check. Continuing westbound on Columbia. Doing circles around the area now.
1284, we're set back up.
Copy.
417, 421, what are we doing with this car?
We're planning to get a stop. They keep pulling off, though, and then we have to keep repositioning.
Copy. We'll pull it over into a parking spot in front of the courthouse on Columbia.
Did they signal?
Yeah, from, I don't know if 457 had any traffic violations all the way to here.
Negative, they're driving like angels.
You heard it there first. We're driving like angels. That's what the cop just said.
Driver popped the door open and closed it.
Lafayette, you just can't want to wait. I'm coming across the Harrison Bridge, 6 News now.
It's signaling as if it's about to go back out on the Columbia.
That was the West Lafayette canine cop saying, I'm basically almost there. I'm going across the Harrison Bridge. These cops are crazy.
It's back out on Columbia.
Let me know if you ever seen anything like this before. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think, too. It's crazy. We're going to turn right here, and then look on the right, since we're out the rear camera. You'll see, I think it's Salazar sitting there waiting. Right there.
One second.
No headlights, no nothing. Just makes a U-turn across double yellow lines. Cut that car coming up, had to hit their brakes. I mean, it's just crazy. I'm not even analyzing all the, rules and infractions they're committing.
Get behind me and I'll peel off so someone else can try to follow for a minute.
See, he's even talking about switching up, so I'm not just the one following him the whole time. Like that makes a difference.
Vary from a second. Is there a unit behind me that can swap me spots?
Yeah.
Copy. I'm going to make a right turn here if you want to keep on.
See? I mean, just open about it. So what's the point in switching up? You're all doing it together. The other 2 or 3 are just a block away at this point. This is crazy, man. It's like, I don't know how these cops think they can get away with it. I mean, I guess they do every day. They get away with this because people don't record. They don't get the body cams and dash cams. They just let them do it. And then they end up getting charges and then take a plea agreement. This has got to stop, people. You got to stand up for yourself. You cannot let cops go around just doing this to people. And we have done nothing. We're not suspected of any crimes. Not even suspected of an infraction. But yeah, these cops will be pulling us over here shortly. Stay tuned, people. This is real live gang stalking. So this is a service cop. It's the same cops from the beginning, and then more have been jumping on. So right now there is at least 3 or 4 involved. And they're just like the next street over to the left, next street over to the right.
Where are you guys at now?
Nice and fair.
That's the canine cop from West Lafayette saying, where are you guys at now? And he just said 9th and Ferry.
Four, five, seven has even gotten out of the car.
They're turning into like Ferry now.
I mean, look at that. Just staring. Like, I mean, come on. We're just like, oh my gosh, this is complete retaliation. And then, of course, like I said, they're going to act like in the end to their supervisors, like, we didn't know that was Chuck Bronson. We didn't know that was him. Yeah, right. Get real.
Are they still there? There's a car creeping in the alley behind the search center and driving extremely slow.
We thought maybe if we stopped for a minute, you know, they would just give up.
That would be them. They took the alley.
I think we even might have killed the lights too for a second until they get back behind us. Here he comes. Two of them, those two cops.
417. We're pushed down in the alley north of Ferry.
Yeah, let me know if 4.4 million is enough after you watch the entire video. I think this cop here pretty much uses his turn signal majority of the times. He runs stop signs and stoplights and does some other stuff, but from the majority of it that I've noticed, he has used his turn signal, which per their policy they're required to. People like to think cops are allowed to be above the law and they don't have to follow the law, but read their policies. Read the oath that they take when they're hired on. It's not the case. La 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 la.
We're at Deering and Union. Turning on to Union.
I'm going to speed this up real quick for a minute. So at this point, I believe this is the same cop that makes the traffic stop. I think he continues to follow us the rest of the time. I don't remember if they switch up again or not.
Where you got still east on Union?
It's the West Side Canine cop.
No, it's pulling into Von Tobel's right now.
That's Salazar that just pulled in the gas station over there. He's the one that just said we're pulling into Von Tobel's too.
Lafayette, did you patch WL through, or are we on tipsy?
And I think that's why he kind of stays back, just because of the protection order. But he's still involved in this 100%. I mean, he's totally violating it.
They're on channel 4 with us.
108, 457. We're behind 4 guns right now. About to go west on South again.
Copy, I'm at Earl Union.
Canine cop. He's a couple lights back, so he's catching up.
Couldn't tell if that plate had a placard, like it was obscuring the expiration date or anything.
There he was asking if the plate had a placard obscuring the expiration date. Just looking for any reason. Even the dumbest reasons. It's crazy, man.
108, 457. We're still westbound on Columbia. I'll head back to your side of the river.
I mean, it's complete conspiracy. And they're conspiring against us. And planning and plotting with zero probable cause. With zero, reasonable, articulable suspicion. It's just ridiculous. We're getting close, people. But, yeah, I mean, this is ridiculous how long this has been already. Absolutely crazy. So I think the K9 cop he's catching up, so he's not too far behind now. And then, you know, once the K9 cop shows up, they just, you know, you'll see. Watch him.
Copy, I'm red light at 18th and south.
So now this is obviously the cops' dash cam. They're getting ready to pull us over here around the next turn or so. So right here, pay close attention. As soon as this cop comes around the corner, focus and pay attention to where we turn on our turn signal. Because this cop's going to say we didn't use our turn signal 200 feet before we turned. And so just pay attention. Right when you see that turn signal, boom, you can see where we're at. We're at the opening of these businesses.
Taking that turn 200 feet.
Alright, I'll be behind you if you make that stop.
Lafayette, Nichols 27, Main and Barron.
There.
4.1, 457, Main and Perrin with 417 one way.
It doesn't look like anybody's in a hurry to jump out.
Hey, there's some box up there that he's putting his hands in.
He's what?
There's some box he's putting his hands in. It looks like a music box, but
Passengers reaching for something. Stand by.
Hey, show us your hands. Show us your hands right now, passenger. Show me your hands!
Hands!
Show me your hands! Show me your fucking hands right now!
Hey, somebody get up here. He's not listening to commands.
Show us your hands! Is there anybody in the back seat?
I don't see anyone.
Yeah, he's reaching.
There's a
show
box
me your
down
fucking
there.
hands! Passenger, show me your hands!
We're gonna have to do a double stop.
Getting over. Unlock the car for me, Jones.
It's unlocked.
I'm gonna get K9 to get you.
All right. Yep, we're good.
Jones, unlock the car for me.
Got it. Yeah, intercom. Driver, turn off the car.
Hey, you're on the wrong radio.
Shut off the car now!
Driver, turn off the car now.
Next unit, come to the middle. Contact the code right here.
Hey, we might need the other end blocked off as well. Lafayette 4602, what's our final stop?
Ferry Street. Just to
Driver, roll down your window and put both hands outside the car now. Both hands outside the car.
Service, how many people did you see?
Just two.
Put down your phone, keep both hands out, both visible. Passenger, now roll down your window and do the same. Both hands out of the car.
Passenger, both hands out the window, now!
Hey, keep your hands out the window.
Is passenger out the window?
No. Passenger's not complying. Both hands, passenger, both hands!
You guys do not comply. We will send the K9.
All right, he's got hands out.
All right.
Order the driver out, Jones.
Driver, now with both hands outside the car,
Passengers, or drivers listening, passengers not.
open the door from the outside of the car.
Passenger, do not move.
Open the door from outside the car. Outside of the car. There you go. Step out and raise both hands up over your head.
Take it off with your
Take it
left
off
hand.
with your left hand. Keeping both hands up, exit the vehicle facing away from us. Hands over your head.
He's got something on his right there.
Face away from us.
Passenger, hands out the window.
Hey, face away from us now.
Driver, turn your left. Driver, turn your left now.
Sir, if you guys don't comply, we'll send the canine. We don't want to have to do that. Turn to your left.
Passenger, keep your hands out the window.
Keep giving him commands.
I'm just stopping him.
Driver, turn to your left. Face away from us. Thank
He
you.
had his hands down in front of him.
Now take a couple steps backwards. Keeping your hands above your
Have
head.
him show us the waistband.
Instrument case.
Grab the back of your sweatshirt. Pull it up so we can see your waistband. There you go. No.
I can't tell.
Show us your entire waistband. Spin in a circle.
Keep spinning. Keep spinning. Stop.
Keep hands up over your head. Over your head. Hands over your head. There you go. Now walk backwards. Back. Stop.
Jones, I'll take it.
Go ahead.
Driver, step back. Back.
Hands over your head.
Back. Stop. Get on your knees. On your knees with your hands up.
Vehicle up ahead. You guys need to get out of the way.
Cross your ankles. Alright. Don't move.
We're good up here, fellas. Look for a cross street up ahead. Go around.
Because it has to, you just
Ahead
relax.
to block off or something, but we're good right
Stay
here.
calm. I'll explain everything once I'm done here.
421, I'm going to move over to the other side.
You're good. Let me know if you need to make more commands. Yes, you can. Uncross, stand up. Okay. All easy with you. Are you good to relax? Yeah, that's fine. We'll get to go. Back with me. Your phone's right there. We'll get to
Why can't I have my phone?
We'll get it to you.
That's the microphone.
Okay, just come back.
We're going.
Passenger with the free hand, open the car door from the outside.
But I need my phone to call them.
If you did something stupid, Crawford, you just dip right.
I'm just going to place you in the back of this car.
Open the door, keep your hands out.
Here shortly. You don't have anything on you, do you?
Open the door, open it more.
Any weapons, anything? Okay. What's this on your hip right here?
Step out of the vehicle, face away
Is that
from
pepper
us.
spray?
Flashlight.
The flashlight?
Yes.
Okay. Wallet. What's this in your
Face
pocket?
away. Step backwards.
Above your head.
Step back, step back.
Okay, yes or no?
Stop. With your left hand, pull your shirt up and spin around so we can see your
I
waistband.
have my phone.
We'll get something open. Just have a seat for it for right now.
Walk backwards. Keep walking, keep walking, keep walking. Stop. Walk
Just go and
left.
just lean in there, however.
Left,
You don't have to sit
left,
upright.
left. Keep walking left.
Yep.
Stop.
Okay.
Take over.
Now walk backwards. Sorry. Walk backwards. Back.
Walk backwards. Keeping your hands above your head. Back. Stop.
Bring them all the way back. Keep stepping back.
Keep going back. All right. Keep walking backwards.
Keep walking backwards.
Back.
Keep walking backwards.
For sure.
Keep walking backwards.
Still harassing me.
You want to send him through the car first and we'll go, or do you want me to go out?
Ask the driver this one. I'm not going to.
Okay.
for sure. Alright. Passenger! Stick your hands out the window! Passenger, we see you! Stick your hands out the window right now!
What did I do?
I have no idea, my man. Just hang out for me. We'll get it figured out.
Can you get 12 here?
We're gonna
Can you
There's,
get the
we're going to
lieutenant
go right
here?
here. There's already a supervisor here. You can talk to him here in a little bit.
We'll go past the
It's me. I'll be with you shortly.
Do you have anything on you, sir? Any weapons, anything like that? Anything you know about? Can you go straight to for me? Good? Yep. You're not strapped or anything, are you? Just go and just relax for me, okay? I don't know what's going on as much as you do, so we'll figure it out here. Okay. What's in your pocket right here is a lighter and stuff. Do you mind if I go in there? Okay. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Alright. You want to have a seat for me real quick? Hey, Prospero. Doesn't matter how you get in there. As long as you're in there. You can lay back, whatever. Okay, hang out for me. You're gonna have to. Yeah.
So he was reaching into the case in front of his feet. There's a case, it's a black box. It's about the size of a gun case. He has a stupid giant flashlight in it. But he was...
So at this point, they all mute their body cams, and they start conspiring. And, you know, when we got pulled over, I got this big 100,000 lumen flashlight in the car, and I was trying to pull it out. And, yeah. That's Salazar on the right with the face mask. West Side Canine Cop is over there reeling up his thing. I mean, this whole thing is, you know, they planned this out.
Hey man, I'm Officer Service, Lafayette Police. So, the reason we did the high-risk stop is because when we went up there, when you guys weren't rolling down the windows or anything, I saw your passenger there reaching down, and I couldn't see his hands. So, anyway, that's why we did that. What's your name, man?
Can I get my lawyer on the phone?
I just need your name.
I just want to get my lawyer on the
Okay,
phone.
well, you have to ID in Indiana for a traffic infraction, okay? So,
What's the
your name?
infraction?
You didn't signal within 200 feet.
That's a line of crap.
Like I said, you know, we made sure. So look right here, it'd be the left. Boom, right there, starts flashing. We're right in front of that opening. We have GPS coordinates. I went back and measured. Video recorded that. Of course, the...
No, they didn't signal that turn 200 feet.
Alright, I'll be behind you if you make this stop.
They,
Okay, Nickel 27, main and parent.
This dash cam has actual coordinates on it too, if you pay attention to it when we show it. Here it's showing, you know, 200 feet from the entrance, the far entrance of that parking lot. And if you're watching the video, it's very comparable, you know, and where it actually went on, where we actually used the turn signal was 230 feet. And that's being kind. You know, it was probably more like 250. But like I said previously, the law at the time was you have to use your turn signal 200 feet before you...
That's us. Pulling us over.
Before you, you know, turn or change lanes. And after this, they took that away, and there is no distance now. So after this, we're going to move to a different clip that we're going to be using in the lawsuit, part of showing a pattern of practices. Because I'm not the only person. I've witnessed them and recorded them doing this to people, doing felony stops on innocent people, the wrong people. I mean, I've got thousands and thousands of videos of these cops mistreating people and violating rights. Well, I'm done letting them get away with it. I don't know about you. right here in this video. Same thing, 200 feet. Cop needs fired. And cops do this to people 7 days a week, 24/7. It's disgusting. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. It's probably going to piss you off. Here we go. There's a couple drains coming up on the left-hand side. You'll hear me flip on my turn signal. So this cop makes an illegal U-turn. He changes lanes, no turn signals, and then makes up lies and pulls me over. I mean, it's ridiculous. Here's the crappy dash cam footage from the dirty cop number 1. You can kind of see where I turn on my turn signal, but whatever.
Yeah, 401, signal 27.
Let's measure this out and see how far it was when I turned on my turn signal. Okay. That shows it is 100 foot. I am at Ferry and Earl, location of the traffic stop. We're going to go down here to the start of this 100-foot length. Which is right here at this point. Where if you didn't notice, I laid out a tape 100 feet, then I'm going to lay it out another 100 feet. I actually started using my turn signals as a second drain up ahead. Go ahead and grab this. We're going to go ahead to that drain hole just to show that this is more than 200 feet. Okay, so now I'm past 100 foot there at the end. I'll walk back down there so you can see it. Just to show you how ridiculous it is, at the other end, there was probably about 6 feet left over to where before, you know, the inside of my car would be. My reel is right there where the 100 foot was, and I'm out of 100 feet now. So I'm over 100 foot. But actually where I turned on my turn signal from the video, you can clearly see it's right in here with motion. As you heard the click, you can see this in the video as a point of reference. Clearly 250 feet is how early I use my turn signal. More proof that this... And this is how it's done, people. Don't be afraid to go back and measure, take pictures. Cop is lying. And just to show where the end is. And the 100 foot mark is there. So, well over 250 feet. Following the United States Supreme Court, the Indiana Court of Appeals has held a police officer's subjective motives are irrelevant, and a stop will be valid provided there is an objectively justifiable reason for it. This results in a paradox. The relevant statute requires an officer's good faith belief, but binding case law asserts that the substance of those beliefs don't really matter. Once you've been stopped, the police are allowed to detain you. This detention can't be indefinite, but it must last long enough to give the officer an opportunity to inform you of the reason for the stop, obtain your name and address, date of birth, have you sign a notice to appear, which is a fancy way of saying traffic ticket. And the point of that is in the police report that the sergeant wrote, that's what they said was what made it okay for them to pull us over was this good faith belief, which is nothing. But cops that are ignorant and don't know case law and don't know actual law, don't know no better. They just don't know. Well, that or they're playing dumb, one or the other.
Hey, Brian, I'm going to read you something real quick, okay? I got to read this to you because you're being a pain. All right? I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to read it to you because you're not free to leave at this time, all right? Does that make sense?
I guess.
Okay.
Not really.
All right, before we ask you any questions to understand your rights, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice for questioning. Have a lawyer present with you during questioning if you wish. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before questioning if you wish. If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you'll still have the right to stop answering questions at any time. You also have the right to stop answering questions any time until you talk to a lawyer. You understand your rights?
No.
Okay, that's fine. So I'm not going to talk to you, but I just got to read that to you because you're in my car and you are not free to leave, okay?
No problem, man.
All right, just hang tight for me, my man. Somebody will be with you.
Appreciate it.
Yep. I just read him his Miranda, so, but I don't know what's going on.
This guy, the driver?
No, Brian. Brian's been read Miranda. He's in my car. He's sitting there, so.
Okay, and that's one over here, right?
Yes, Brian is the one in the Charger. Okay. Driver is in the Explorer, right there.
But it's like, it was...
Signal 27. 28 Central 616 Robert Charles Frank.
Hey, folks.
Yeah.
Need your key.
Yes, sir.
I don't have a Dodge key anymore.
Oh, okay. My bad.
I mean, the only other thing is we both charge $100,000 per minute for this unlawful detainment, just so you know.
Okay.
Body cam got it?
I mean, they're going to release them.
Sounds good.
So, alright.
We're done.
Okay.
Let's all take a quick mental recovery minute. No. Because we were defeated. You go ahead and get out of here. I am. I'm going to leave. No, I don't want to talk to you.
Well, you can't talk to you anyway, so.
Okay.
I think it's a flashlight too.
A what? You can go ahead and get them out. Who's Officer Service? Who's Officer Service that pulled you over?
If you've seen this video, you'll remember it's the exact same stop, and before I got the body cams, this is where they're charging $2,500 for the body cams. This video will be included in the case for pattern of practices. It's another felony stop against them where they pulled over the wrong car, and yeah, pretty much those people went through the same thing we did. But I think in that case it was a completely just wrong car. But felony stop, no crime, no nothing, just made up lies, forced, you know, any made up reason they could to pull somebody over. It's crazy, people. There's so much more to this, but I didn't want to drag this out more than, you know, an hour or anything. So, but stay tuned. There'll be more follow-ups. And if you haven't seen the videos that were mentioned in here, I'll put links in the description, and any other videos that refer back to this one, because there has been a few. This is kind of like a major follow-up after the lawsuit was filed. Stay tuned. I'll be back.